What's up guys, a new OP method has been discovered that blows all the other XP farms out the water and even gets you scours. So you can buy all that cool boss stuff and make OP builds like my Skywalker build. So if you're ready to get leveled, slap like on the video and let's begin. This method was made apparent by Ciaz, so credit to him for sharing the method. His channel will be linked in the pinned comment. It takes place in the Bell Room checkpoint, which is in the early part of the game, so even new players can do this method to Omega boost their playthrough, as you don't need to fight anything at all. Now this may or may not get patched, because it's like an Elden Ring abusing AI and them falling down, so I'll also list some normal alternative methods. And I am going to show you guys how to farm large shard upgrades so you can get that +9 weapon pretty fast, well, faster than you probably normally would by progressing. So essentially, the big OP method is killing the Reaper, the red one from reaching max umbral gauge. In order to really maximize this method though, you're going to want XP boosting stuff, notably a ring and maybe runes. The ring is the Moth Ring, which I'll show you the location for now. It is found in the Upper Calrath area, where the Calrath waypoint is the quickest way to it. But once you reach this giant open field, follow this path here. Eventually, you're going to reach a circular area guarded by General Grievous, and the ring will be hung up on a body that you have to shoot down. I'm going to speed up the footage so we can get to the juicy stuff, but you can slow it down via the YouTube speed thingy. The other XP boost is the Nelik rune. I think that's how I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's the triangle shaped one. I think you can get these from Umbral enemies when in the Umbral world, but it lowers fizz damage but gives you more vigor. Luckily for Pieda's sword, it has no physical damage, only holy, so Skywalker Chads win again. Both of these combined will give you 10% more vigor each, or more depending on how many triangle shaped things are in your weapon, I guess. But with these pieces, we're ready for the farm. So warp to the Bell Room in the early part of the game, and then run straight out and jump off the cliff. Yep, That's not only going to kill you, but it's also going to kill the Iron Maiden guy and enters you into the Umbral automatically. Now, the easy part. You're going to climb up the ladder about 75% of the ways and wait. That's it. Yeah. You're going to have to wait for the gauge eyeball thing to reach 3 times multiplier, which is about 6 minutes. So it does take a long time, but it'll be worth it. Note that the Umbral guys will spawn if you face away from the ladder, so if you don't want a horde of zombies down below, make sure you're facing the ladder and not turn around. But yeah, cool eyeball moon thing. But when the gauge is near full, climb up, kill the pilgrim, then jump down and attack any zombies that are down there, and the Reaper should appear. You want to bait an attack and then dodge, and then run to the spine and jump off and quickly go onto the beams. The Reaper will be unable to reach you and will do some attacks to try to hit you, but it can't reach you obviously, and eventually it'll do some weird attacks that make it fall off the edge and make it kill itself. And you reap the spoilers. But that's going to give you a ton of vigor, around 13,000 and 5 scours, which is great for solo players that don't do co-op, because I think co-op's the only way to actually farm scours. I'm not sure, but yeah, that is the farm. Simple as that. And of course, you are on the 3.6 multiplier still, so you can go around killing even more stuff as you wait, because the Reaper will respawn in about 3 minutes. Otherwise, you can just go back to the ladder and wait for the Reaper to respawn and repeat the process. Although this time it's going to be harder because other enemies are going to be spawning way more quickly for some reason. So ranged enemies can mess things up, and it seems like the Reaper's AI also gets a bit more trickier on the second run. So it is up to you if you want to like play King of the Hill until the Reaper comes and then try to kill it a second time, or just restart the whole run and try again. But in doing these runs, I did find out that you can actually soul flay the Reaper off the edge too, but it's a bit tricky with the camera since sometimes he like sporadically moves and then your camera follows him and then your character kind of moves as well. Yeah, it's a bit risky to do that, but he is soul flayable. Now I don't think this is limited to just this area. There's probably other areas where there's like traversing sections that you can like soul flay him off, but yeah, that is the method. Now if it does get patched, here are some alternative farms. Possibly one of the best farms is in the same place, the Bell Room Tower. Run past the cage head and off the cliff, and you'll get over 700 Virgo, with the XP items equipped. And a little more since your Umbral Revival knocks down the Pilgrim off the edge too. Then just run back, rest, and repeat. Easy peasy. It is worth noting that he also drops rabbit feet for item discovery boost, so that's a nice bonus for farming gear if you need to. And the second option is later in the game. It's not as XP efficient, but you also get large upgrade materials occasionally, which normally costs 1500 to buy, so when they do drop, you know that's money saved. But the farm is in Leprosarium. Outside is an elite, the tutorial boss basically, reused bosses, but kill him and you get 700 XP with no boost, and around 900 with the boost. And a chance to get large shards. And some Goonies usually chase you too, so even more XP on the run back, totaling around 1400. And yeah, still pretty fast, right? Well, with a good build, wink wink. But it's a great way to get high upgraded weapons earlier than you probably would by just progressing, so it is a farm worth doing. One alternative that involves a vestige seed is in the Empyrean checkpoint. Just before the blonde waifu boss, plant a seed and there's going to be 2 guards behind you on the right. Kill them and you have a high chance of dropping large shards, and a similar amount of XP as the last guy, but since they're stationary you get some free hits in, so for shard farming this is probably the fastest way to do so. Now there is another pair further down, but the run back is longer, so it is less efficient than just fighting these guys, resting, and then fighting these guys and repeat. And yeah, those are the best farms in the game currently that we know of, but hope you guys have fun with this farm. Maybe I might make more builds. But hit like on the video if you found it video useful. Share it with a friend or whatever. Comment down below. Anything. Algorithm. More likes, more comments. The more it is it gets views, the more people find out the method, the more it helps them. Yay! Also check out my Skywalker build for one of the best Paladin Holy Radiance builds in the game that kills and breaks bosses' posture with ease. And lastly, subscribe for more Lords of the Fallen epicness. We're really falling now.